Hey everybody, it's Kate with Crate Insider, and welcome to Top 5 Tuesday. It is Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, and each week I like to kind of give you a little highlight of the top 5 products of the week, and usually try to feature something as well. And of course, being in July, it is so hot in so many areas. I think it's like 90-something degrees right now, and we'll see if I can make it the next 5 minutes without like pouring sweat right down my face. But I'm going to do my best, and in the meantime, highlight one of the products that's going to help you out on the racetrack, and that is KoolAid from Maxima. You know, anything we can do to try to keep things cool, but as a water additive for your radiator, the KoolAid works well. We do have this in 2 different sizes. This is the ready to use, and so you can just go ahead and dump this right into your radiator. And then for water, just a little tech tip, we do suggest using distilled water. With distilled water, you don't end up with the minerals in it that you have with, you know, even spring water or anything else. With that distilled water, when we can take those minerals out, it does make it so we just don't have that same oxidation that can happen in the system. And KoolAid can help you as a water wetter, basically, to keep it as cool as you can with these type of temperatures. And I believe this runs $11.99 a bottle. And then we do have the small bottle is a concentrate. They really will treat the same amount of liquid, but this one's ready to go, so you don't have to worry about it. You can just dump it right into your car, even at the racetrack, but always watch out for hot radiators. It's one of my particular fears in life is hot radiators, so be careful of those. With that, let's go ahead and talk about our top 5 products this week. And in the number 5 spot is from our friends at Daytona 1, and this is our XL1 engine treatment. So of course we were just talking about a water treatment. Now this is for your oil, so you would use this as an oil additive. And the way this works is that the XL1, it binds to the ferrous metals in your engine. So anytime I think of ferrous metals, obviously I'm thinking about iron. I always think of rust, and it's jaggedy and all of that. And even at a molecular level, we're going to find that same thing. So what's great about XL1 is it binds to those ferrous metals, and it creates a smoother, slicker surface. And when we have a smoother, slicker surface, we cut down on friction, we cut down on heat. And anytime we can do that, we're going to be able to free up a little bit more horsepower. So with the XL1, generally speaking, we find about 1 to 2% horsepower gain, depending on, you know, obviously what kind of engine you have, but even in a crate, it definitely works well for that. So love our XL1 engine treatment. You would use, sorry about the outside there, you'd use 2 ounces per quart. So generally I would say the 16-ounce container, dump this whole thing in, take out a half a quart of oil. So instead of 7 quarts of oil in your system, use 6.5 quarts of oil, use 1 container of the XL1 engine treatment, and you'll be ready to go for your, and we even sell it that way. You can check out our different oil change kits. We have Schaefer's, we have Klotz, we've got the Daytona 1. Well, Daytona 1, you don't need to get the XL1 because it's already built into that oil. Total side note on all of that, but love our XL1 engine treatment, and I have a lot of happy customers running it. If you haven't tried it, definitely suggest giving it a shot and seeing what you can do. And that runs, let's see, $26.69. Definitely worth giving it a shot and trying it out for yourself. Next up, in the number 4 spot, is our polished half wheels. So if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you'll know that I am in love with all of my Kaiser wheels. I love these aluminum wheels. I love what they look like. I love how light they are. I love how strong they are. And what I really, really love is the fact that being a 3-piece wheel, if you get a dent in it, you don't have to trash the whole wheel. What I love is that being a 3-piece wheel, you can just replace one of the halves. And I do what I can to try to keep as much of this in stock. But you know, let's say you hit a wall or a ute tire or anything else, and you want to just, if you just bend even half of this, then you can replace just this half. And you'll even see behind me, I've got some like half of the inners. This happens to be an outer. We've got the center piece. So those 3 pieces would be the outer, would be the center piece, and there would be the inner. We also even sell the bolts to bolt it all together, and then you can just silicone it and you're good to go. So love that. And with the Kaiser wheels, this is our polished half with the tabs, and I didn't write down the price, but we do have this as the standard. We have it as a bead lock, either way, and we have it both in polished and we have it in black. So we'll just flash that price up on the screen. And next up, in the number 2 3 spot is our from Walker, and we just got a shipment in. So this would be our 4-inch Walker filters, and we have these both as an oiled filter or as a dry media filter. This one happens to be the oiled filter right here, and these run $99. And you know, always, of course, makes a big difference to have the best infiltration, to make sure we keep the dust and dirt out of our engines, to get the best performance. All right, well, that brings us to the number 2 spot, and that's right in front of me, and this is from our friends at Hooker Harness right here, and these are our shock sleeves. So of course, what I love here is that this Velcro is so thick. I think that's probably a 2-inch Velcro. Really makes it adjustable, but you know, even if what also makes it nice is that it has a large surface area and it can really grip, so you don't have to worry about it being a wimpy shock cover. And again, trying to keep that dirt off of our shock shafts is so important. And so the Hooker shock sleeve runs $20, and we've got, you know, you'll probably want 4 or 5 of those depending on what kind of car you have. And that leaves one product on the table here, and that's in our top spot, and that is our Klotz oil. So Klotz oil comes in a case of 10, and that runs $182.50, and I just kind of have 1 quart to show you, but this is a 10W40. It's a pure synthetic. It's an excellent oil, gets excellent performance, and have a lot of happy customers. So that is Top 5 Tuesday for July 9th, 2024. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my customers out there. And if you have any questions you'd like to see us answer here at Crate Insider, drop them into the comments. And I think we might be kicking off some tech tips here coming up soon. So thanks so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in another video.